Right, let us begin. What I'm going to do is just a quick recap of what happened in the last session. So just after you guys broke into the Spider Queen's nest and destroyed her and her 3 soldiers, Arthur suddenly starts to seize up. He's still in his rage, his hands start clenching. Nibbles, always perceptive, attuned to nature, you feel something horribly wrong in the room, as if something very wrong has entered the room, and you realise that something is trying to claim Arthur. So quickly thinking, you take out the cork and throw it on Arthur's chest and realise that you're in a battle for his soul. As soon as you put the cork on his chest, your world changes and you see the raging form of Arthur, almost his spirit. It's like a fire, which is crazy because he's such a calm, stoic guy, but underneath is just this wildfire, and it's burning in front of you as your hands reach out, and you see these almost spirit hands of yours reach out to grab his soul to pull in, and you can see your claws start to reach out and plunge into him, holding him tight. All around him, like moss to a flame, are these warrior spirits that seem to be following him. They swirl and they're agitated and they're saying, hold him, and you feel this presence into the room, huge, old, malevolent, and it reaches to you and you feel its fear, and you hear that voice that I mentioned where it says, I'm not going in there again, and you recognise that voice. It throws you for a moment, but this malevolent evil pulls away for a second. You hold on even tighter with your claws, and then suddenly you're just buffeted by this power as it claims Arthur's soul and rips it out of your claws, and you scream. Your spirit hands have turned red with the rage of Arthur as you tried to hold on. You feel remnants of him still under your claws, and as you guys are watching this, to you guys, it's almost like that Ant-Man scene where you just see Nibbles on top of up and just like, no! And his body's just lying there and nothing seems to be going on, but you don't realise there's this titanic battle for his soul. And then Nibbles just unleashes a feral roar that you've never heard from him before, something primal, something savage. And his eyes have turned red with this primal rage. And all your vision has turned red as you howl in frustration, as you feel the soul ripped away, and this malevolent force then just suddenly hits the room, and all of you are thrown across the room, touched by just the regard of this elder god. Big O, you skid across the floor, and for a second you just phase and then end up at least 30 feet away, a jump where you were in and out of existence. And yeah, you shake your head and you feel changed from this touch. Zeph, you're flung across the room as well, again touched by this malevolent, godlike energy that most mortals never feel, and you feel changed. Thaddeus, same with you, thrown across the room. As you stand up, Thaddeus, and look at Arthur, you've seen this kind of thing before, where you know when some of the top wizards that you used to deal with their spirits could leave their body when they wanted to spirit walk and travel. You've seen this sort of rigor mortis in between life and death look before, and you understand that his soul is gone from his body. And yeah, old Tim and Trimlane both thrown across the room as well, but old Tim managed to stay on his feet. just slides into
moonwalks.
Yeah, that's right. He leans into it.
Does he feel changed?
He said some shit. Yeah, and then everything settles. You've got this howling, almost wild creature now over Arthur, half changed, shifting in and out of rabbit form to bear, wolf form, claws, And then the rage, we'll say, starts to subside. But this ember is in you now. The flame of Arthur's rage spirit has sparked something that sat deep inside you, but it's lit it to an ember that you know you can draw on now. The primal, feral self that you never really delved into before. Yeah. Big O, we'll get a reaction from you as your friend is frozen in rigor mortis.
Yeah, because I wouldn't know that he's dead, eh?
No.
So I'm seeing him basically having like a seizure.
Yeah, with his little cork.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think I would actually run over to Nibbles.
Mm-hmm.
And do I know that the cork is what's causing this, or am I just seeing him grab it and move around with it? Because I would know that it was the spirit cork as well, though, right?
Yeah, you know what it's for.
Yeah, I would go and try and like knock it out of his hand or like whatever,
Okay.
just to.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll say he'll do that because you're not really focused on the cork anymore. It was this battle. So yeah, Big O just walks up as you're starting to just breathe heavily, and he's starting to come out of this rage again, and he knocks the cork out of your hand. You've started to gain a semblance of yourself.
Nibbles will just drop to his knees and just look up and say, he's gone.
What?
His spirit's gone. Some god dude came and now he's gone.
What the fuck, bro? What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Arthur's gone.
Arthur's gone.
I'll bounce over to Arthur like instantly and just like you know, like anything, shaking, slapping him, like to try and like wake him up, yelling out his name, like anything like that.
Yeah.
Try and listen for his heartbeat, anything.
Yeah. So as you're slapping him, his face isn't even moving. He's rigid, locked. His huge hands are locked around his brass knuckles. You know, his dwarven brass knuckles, just gripping, and his eyes are wide, and his teeth are clenched. And you're slapping him. You're getting zero response, zero movement out of your hand. You listen to his chest, and for a long time, you're there. You see the little gnome just leaning against his friend's chest, pleading with something. And then every almost minute, you get a little doo-doo, and then nothing. But you find yourself just lying there, and then again you hear it doo-doo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, he's still got a heartbeat. Like he's not dead, but what the hell happened to him? Like, what was that?
I just felt his soul leaving, and that's why I tried to grab him with the cork. I tried to reach out and grab him, and then he was pulled away.
Pulled away by who? Who was it that...
Would I have seen?
You just got that feeling that I described to you. There was...
there was some big force that just pulled him away.
Yeah. I guess, I mean, I don't know. Like, I guess I'd try and do anything to heal him, or...
Yeah.
Whatever, you know, whatever's going to work. It'd be like kind of anything and everything grasping at straws to try and get him
so
to wake up.
Frantically,
yeah.
Yeah, Big O's trying everything. He's imploring people, heal him. And you guys, how do you react?
Yeah, I get back to my feet, and then I'll run over and I'll actually just offer up one of my healing potions.
Okay, that's perfect. Yeah, so you try to pour this healing potion down his throat, so we'll drop one of those, but it goes into his mouth. He doesn't even swallow. Someone pours off, his teeth are clenched. There's no gag reflex or anything. It just fills, and there's just nothing. So you can't think of anything else.
How does this happen?
Thaddeus, do you have anything to add?
No.
I know,
He's lost.
Thaddeus is hiding behind a pillar.
That's cool. So yeah, we can play that out, and after about 5 minutes, you frantic, emotional. Nibbles is stunned at this point, defeated,
just
and
sad, unable to move, and not knowing what to do.
Yeah, and Zeph's trying to help but unsure how, but seeing Big-O's pain. And then, after a while, old Tim walks up, just puts his hand on his shoulder and says, "There's nothing we can do here. We'll take him back to Gunther, see what can be done. Gunther looks after his people."
Yeah, I think Big O would probably just be sobbing, to be
Yeah.
honest, and he'd be like,
Mm.
wrap him up. Keep him warm or something. I don't know.
Cool. So you
Keep his ring
it,
walk
so-
on.
Yeah, keep his room warm.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, and so as a little bit of time passes, things start to settle down and you start to turn to the business at hand. Trimlane's walking around, brushing off spider webs, taking scratchings, markings of all the wall. She's fascinated. She was standing around watching Arthur too. She formed a little bond with Arthur, and you can see her writing in her book, concerned. And,
I want to go over to her and can you all that stuff you said before that happened? Can you repeat that? The town got attacked or something?
Yes. And so she goes back to the page that Gunther sent through to her and says, "Yeah, he's been pretty brief in the writings, but I'll read what he said." And Gunther says basically that the town has been half destroyed. Wildgate as some crazy fool let loose a spirit, a powerful being, undead rose, invade the town. Trimlane added in that the valley, that huge deep valley, is where they usually, well, she says bury their dead, but it's usually a funeral rite at the top of the valley, and they just throw them into this valley that disappears from eyesight into fog. That all rose up. These undead creatures clawed their way up the cliff, invaded the town. It was carnage. Even though Gunther was prepared, there was not time to get word out. It seems the dragon arrived a bit later. That undead dragon that you saw flying. And half the town wiped out. Many powerful adventurers fell under the assault. He's still confused when he's writing this. He's still trying to gather information and figure out what's happened. But some of the great patrons, some of their houses have fallen.
Do we get the sense that it's still under attack, or is it?
No.
No.
He says it's calm. All the undead started moving north, which means going into the wildlands.
Cool.
So we're sitting there just like, they're coming towards us.
Yeah, you kind of veered off to the side on the
Yeah.
map. But they're saying they're making
There's
it
only
up.
one way in and out, right? So
Yeah.
it seems kind of coincidental, right? Right? That
Seems pretty fucked.
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't really feel like exploring anymore.
Yeah, I think we should go back.
Maybe we should take Big O back. Offer back.
Yeah.
Like, exploring's fucking dumb. This is shit ass, bro. Yeah.
Okay, so you're in this tomb room. You've got a little time to prepare before heading out or going further into the tomb, whatever you guys want to do. As I said, I will give you a little bit of time just to divvy up some of the stuff you've got if you want to be prepared for wherever you go.
Sweet. Well, I'll be like, boys, before we go though, like if we want to like prep up, we still got some of these things that we found, because we found them in like, was it like some of the spider web stuff, or was it like chests?
You said it was like wrapped people.
Yeah, it was,
Wrap people,
cocoons of mummified adventurers that were still wearing their gear.
Okay, and then I'll be like, because
Cool. So as you guys are handing out the items, Trimlane rejoins you after walking around and says, "So we're going deeper?"
Not this time.
I think we're gonna go back. one of our friends just died. But like, that's not to say we won't come back at another point. But like,
And yeah, you can see she's really upset by this. And she says, "But this is the find of a century."
Can you give us a reason not to go back?
Like
It's real cool that like we found this place and stuff, but bro, my mate, he's basically dead. I'm not gonna risk his life. His heart's still beating like a little bit for something that's been here 1,000 years or something. Like, who gives a shit about this? We did what we needed to do.
Yeah, you can see she's torn with her ambition.
we have claim here now.
We do. It's just we're so close, and you can see, yeah, she's torn between her ambition, but also not wanting to be callous towards Arthur. And old Tim sort of walks up to her, puts his hand on her shoulder, and goes, "It'll be here for another 100 years, lass. Let's get this one home." And yeah. So, are you guys wanting to rest here or start to head out? It's around 2 o'clock.
So it's going to be a night. If we,
Yeah.
or we could travel at night. I could fly the way.
I mean,
Like, is there any like if we were to leave now, we'd get like what 5 hours, 4 hours, 3 hours worth of travel?
Yeah, so you could almost make it back to the fort far away, that fort you stayed in. Only problem is you guys know that's in the directly north from the wildlands. Or you have also got the option of collecting those bodies at that other town on the way back, which was you were almost doing a loop around.
yeah. Be like, I guess I'll offer up the option of kind of like, well, bro, we're not going to get anywhere fast, and we've only got like 5 hours of daylight left anyway. So we could camp here for the night because we know that it's safe, and then explore whatever's in here until that point, if that's what you guys want to do.
If you're okay with that.
I mean, I'll be looking over at like Arthur's body, like, and I guess like, how long has it been like since we've had this conversation? It's like an hour. It's like,
Yeah.
Can I still listen for his heartbeat again?
Yeah, it's
No change.
regular.
Regular.
Yeah. So yeah, you haven't got this fear that it's getting longer or anything. It's steady at 1 beat a minute. It's
Yeah.
steady. Yeah.
I'll make like I guess like a rough guess based off that being like, I don't think he's gonna change anytime soon. Like, he's still alive, but I don't think he's gonna wake up. But I also don't think he's gonna die. And I mean, how far are we really gonna get? And I like think we need to probably plan around like what's coming from Wildgate
Yeah.
as well. You know.
Mm.
So maybe we could talk about that, like we explore this, give Trimlane some time to continue to talk to Wildgate before we start heading back. If we want to leave her here to do that, or if because she can continue to talk to him as we're walking, right?
That's right.
Yeah, well, if you guys want to explore further down.
Yeah, and old Tim says, yeah, we don't have to go the Fort Faraway route. Sounds like it would be better to go through what used to be Old Brooksby, even if we don't want to try to recover those bodies. But it takes us around, and then it sort of takes us, let me get my bearings, southwest for a while, and then you come around to the bridge at Wildgate.
I think as much as we want to get Arthur back and see if we can fix him, we're going to need information if we're going to continue to survive. So maybe let's give it some time.
It'll be better for us to wait anyway, because if they come north, they'll be 1 out of the town, 2 they'll be closer-ish to us, and if they're continuing north, they can skirt around the side a bit easier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, old Tim says that sounds good. And Trimlane, you can sort of see it say, so we'll stay here for the night?
Yes, yeah, true.
I'll stay in contact with Gunther and try to figure out what's going on there. And so yeah, she starts writing, and she says, but if you guys want to push any further and see if it's safe, you can tell she doesn't want to go with you into the tunnels until she knows it's safe. But she says, I can stay with Arthur, and then you can come back and tell me if it's safe or not.
Yeah.
And old Tim says, I'll stay. He looks at you, knowing you're worried, and he says, I'll stay with the boy lad. Nothing gets past me.
Yeah.
I mean, I got to tell you, my heart's not in this, but all right.
Yeah.
I mean, well, I guess we're here.
Man,
Yeah, it's either sitting around in this room, which you're welcome to do, or pushing down this little... Have you opened the door? You haven't opened
No,
it.
we haven't
opened it.
Yeah, you just found this semi-secret door. It's not secret, but it's not your normal door. It's well snug and perfectly carved into the existing stonework.
I think Arthur would have wanted us to get a bit more treasure.
True that, bro.
So we better honour his memory and, while we're here for a bit longer,
Yeah.
maybe we'll push through a little bit, see if we can get a bit more gold and give Arthur the funeral or the best medical attention we can find that he deserves.
Yeah.
Fuck, inspirational.
It was the inspiration point tonight.
Get in. No. Okay, so you all turn and look at this door. How do you want to approach it? Is the question.
What does it look like?
It's a massive slab. It's not a rectangle. It's almost a massive square, and it's almost carved out of one giant piece of stone. Yeah, you can't see any door handles or anything. Just the shape of it. And we'll say it wasn't even clear that it was a door, but when Thaddeus used his wand of finding doors, it highlighted it quite well. You would have found it, but it just showed that this is a door.
Would you say like we're in a dim environment or darkness by any chance?
It starts flying.
You're very dim, yes. Very dim environment.
It was good to know.
Because remember when you came in, you had to light your torches to see
Yeah.
where everything was. You know.
Oh, did anyone put on the Dwarven belt?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
You did?
Increase.
So
The
next-
dark vision?
Next morning.
I already had dark vision,
Okay.
but yeah.
Next morning we make a roll as well.
Yeah, I could go for a beard. Sounds
That'd
pretty
be
good.
amazing.
Wait, this is awesome. I can't see in darkness, but I can fly in darkness. I don't have dark vision.
Yeah, how much vision do you get in dark vision? Like, if
60
you don't
feet.
have it, no, 'cause you've got 60 feet of dark vision, but if you
Yeah.
don't have dark vision, do you only get like 10 feet
It's like
of
10
vision?
feet. It's real short, right?
Yeah, you need your torches and
Yeah.
stuff
You're
like that.
you're gonna be flying around hitting shit.
Well, 'cause that's
Just like a bat.
You can't.
Actually,
It says you can't hold anything with the other hand. So
But
like,
as a
do you
bat
have
with the
light?
polymorph, do you get the sonar?
You'd get you'd totally get
Okay.
all the stats of the bat except
Yeah.
for.
Oh
your-
yeah, it is
your-
polymorph. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right.
But to fly around, you don't need to go in the bat form to
Oh
use your
yeah,
head
for
to
a flying he doesn't get.
Oh
it.
no. Yeah, no.
Do you have light?
I can, but I can't use my hands at the same time.
As in the cantrip?
No, no, I don't. No.
I can do that now. Even though I
Dim
don't
light,
really
you can fly around quite happily.
Yeah.
Just when it gets too dark.
Yeah, it's just when it's like
Oh,
complete
yeah,
darkness.
wow.
It's pretty good.
So if you cast light on the cloak, then you can't use it.
Yeah, because it won't be dim light.
Yeah.
They've really thought this one out. Can I turn to Trim later and be like, yo, Trim? And then give her a little wink.
Yes, Biggo.
Got any idea how to open this big fucking thing?
If it's anything like the other terms we've found, it should be perfectly balanced and you just push it.
Perfectly balanced.
Yeah, the frost giants were master craftsmen with stonework.
True that. And then I'll just go up and just give it a shove.
Yeah, and it's like a revolving door with the balance in the middle. And
Oh,
it
it's
just,
a revolving door. All right. Okay.
and it just
I'm gonna
swings.
casually hide while he opens it.
Always on it.
Give us a stealth check. Because I just love the idea of you not hiding very well. And you know,
Holds a leaf up in front of his face. They can't see me.
A 12.
Cloak up.
12. Most people can see you because your perception's above 12.
Yeah.
Massive. Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
looking around him. What?
What are you doing there?
He's just sort of standing in the
Yeah.
Okay, the corridor goes down. Big O, you're right there. It's a dark corridor. Straight away, because this whole room was covered in spider webs that you've cleared out, this room doesn't have spider webs in it. But you notice that there's just a thick layer of dust on the floor, no footprints or anything like that.
Cool.
Off we go.
What do I see further down?
Have you got dark vision?
Yeah, I've got dark
Yeah.
vision up to 60 feet.
So yeah, you see well up to the 60 feet, and you can just make out at the 60 feet there's a wall, and it seems like it turns
Okay.
to the right.
I will. It's the first time I'm doing this. Be like, I wonder if I'm going to do dancing lights, just right at the end of sort of both of our range of dark vision. So just down towards the end of that corridor.
Okay, so dancing light's just like a light spell where it dances.
Yeah, there are 3 globes that shed dim light in a 10-foot radius.
Dim light, does that?
Yeah, dim lights. If it's dim light,
Yeah.
that works for you. You
Yeah.
just got to learn the dancing light spell. Yeah, so these lights do stretch down the corridor, dusty, almost stagnant feeling corridor. Nothing's been in here for, you can't tell how long, but thick layer of dust, turns to the right. You don't hear any noises or anything when the lights start flickering down the end.
I guess I'll just keep heading down.
Okay.
There will also
Carry on
be
until we
flying
come across
behind.
something.
Yeah, okay, and you get up to the corner where you meet Zeph's dimly lit dancing lights.
I thought you were going to say where you meet Zev's dad.
There you are. I've been looking for you this whole time.
Yeah, Liam's playing your dad. And yeah, this turns to the right and it goes for about another 40 feet and it seems to be just a dead end.
I'll send the lights down to the dead end.
Yeah, lights it up. And as far as you can see, corridor, thick dust on the floor, still the carvings, the frost giants on the walls in different scenes, well carved, but yeah, dead end.
Do we? Just because it's D&D, I'm going to check for traps.
Give me a perception check.
It's 12.
I wish I put traps in there. But no, you don't find anything. Yeah.
Can I hold on, where's my skills at, man? Can I do an investigation check?
Sure.
Just around where we're at, just to see if there's anything, because like obviously it all looks the same, right?
Mhm.
And we're just hitting dead ends.
Yeah.
But just to double check to see if there's anything that is out of the ordinary compared to whatever's around it.
Yeah.
Here's my D3 on that. 5, mate.
Yeah, no, you start to look at all the stonework, the figures carved in it, floor. You can't see anything out of the ordinary.
I'll head down towards the dead end. Does it look like another revolving door?
Make an investigation check, perception check.
That one.
You become the door.
Yeah, you can't see.
I really don't care right now.
Yeah. Seth just gets down there and is like, taps a few things and then just looks back.
Nibbles will go to the end and just like without whacking the wall and be like, we need to find something for Arthur.
Okay.
Dad just watches everyone, then pulls out his the wand of secrets.
Such a dick.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, as you're banging on one wall behind you, lights up an outline of a perfectly another shaped door. This one's really blended into the stonework, so yeah, you did need to, it's a secret door basically. But Thaddeus's wand lights it up and its edges all show and you can see a faint area that marks the activation point, the pushing point.
Can you just do that first next time before we all look like idiots? Just
No one has.
We couldn't see him, he was hiding
yes.
so well.
That's So we'll go and push the button, I guess.
Okay, it's like a small indent in the carving, and as soon as you touch it, the door swings open, and as surprised as you are, you see a man standing there, dressed in blackened armour, big shoulders with feathers sticking out of the armour. He's been leaning against a cage, a bunch of bars, and he's been just leaning there like that. Obviously no idea that there was a secret door here, and it swings open, and he stares at you, and then he just says, "Oh shit!" and he pulls out his sword and gets up his shield, and he's looking at you guys. So, initiative? Or do you want to talk?
We'll try and talk to him first.
Quick words on first day.
He says, "Where the fuck did you come from?"
We'd be like, where the fuck did you come from, bro? This is a secret passage.
Yeah,
How did you get down here?
Yeah. It's like, we walked. We're on an adventure.
Oh, chill, we're on an adventure too, bro.
Us too. Yeah.
And
Adventure's
behind
pretty
him,
sick.
in the cell, you can see there's this guy chained up, tied up in the cell against the wall. And he said, "Oh yeah. The rest of us are gone a bit further. I'm just guarding this dangerous criminal."
Oh yeah, mate, this looks like a prison, bro. But you're pretty happy that there's doors here.
Yeah, well, no, he's not in a. He's in a corridor.
Oh, so he's in a corridor.
Yeah,
but-
sorry. And behind him is the
Guy in
cage.
the cage.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And the corridor disappears left and right into the darkness.
Yeah.
But you can see there's torches all along the walls.
Does it look like it's well traversed, or is there a bunch of dust like the
It
previous?
looks, I wouldn't say well traversed, but there's a track of footprints going back and forth. Maybe half a dozen people have been up and down here.
Yeah.
And he's looking at you guys and saying, "Oh, we can go meet the rest of my team if you guys want."
Insight check?
Give me an insight check.
12, 13.
He looks really nervous to you, and his eyes are darting, and as if he's taking you all in. And yeah, little bit of sweat down the side there.
Where do you think we are?
Oh, we're in the wildlands.
Yeah,
Right.
I know we're in the wildlands, but are
Ah.
you in some kind of tomb or something?
Yeah.
Hold up a sec, mate, and I'll look over at the guy that's chained up and be like, "Oh, bro,
Yeah, he's got a gag on,
he's got a gag on."
and his hands are tied, like wrapped up like that
Yeah.
in cloth. So not just tied, but totally wrapped. So fingers are held in and stuff.
I was like, Big O's not the smartest, but he's charismatic. He'll look over at like the guy that's gagged up, and I'll be like, "Bro, if he's lying, blink once. If he's telling the truth, blink twice."
Liam, what do you do?
I'll just blink once.
You see him blink hard once, and he goes, "Yeah, but he's lying. He's the prisoner. I'm the guard. I'll just get my friends. We'll sort this
Can
out."
I incite him saying he's a guard?
Yeah. You also recognise Big O especially.
Yeah.
You've had run-ins with people wearing this gear before. This is those black wing reavers.
Oh, shit.
Oh, fuck yeah! If we saw
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
well then, yeah, let's attack him.
Yeah. So he doesn't know you. He's not one of the
No,
ones.
no,
that-
but yeah, if he's
he's
wearing
wearing the
the-
guard with the big crow feathers sticking out.
Yeah. Now let's wipe him out.
In memory of Arthur.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. If we knew it, if I knew it was him.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I should have
if we knew it was a black room reaver, he'd be on the floor.
I would also, I don't know. So I picked the arcane trickster, yeah, which has mage hand with mage hand leaguer to get aim.
Yeah. I know
So
the move,
it's,
but
invisible. So I'm gonna try and use that to pickpocket the Blackwing Reaper.
okay, cool. Do you need?
It's somatic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
there's
think-
no
No
components to it after it's been upgraded to the.
Oh, okay.
Okay, cool.
Oh, it's like
Yeah,
a telekinetic
the arc-
thing.
Yeah,
The
cool.
arcane one, I think.
Yeah. So yeah, what we'll say is you've been biding your time, knowing that when there's an opportunity, you've got some tricks up your sleeve to get out of here. And
Regular trickster.
yeah, so when you say pickpocket, what are you actually going for?
I'm looking for keys.
Nice, that's really good. So first of all, let's give me a perception check for your hand, basically to see if it can find.
Okay.
some-
The stuff I have on here is not 100% accurate.
That's right.
It's mostly accurate, but it's
Cool.
not perfect.
So under perception, under your abilities, yeah.
Perception +2.
Okay, come here.
18.
That's great. So yeah, well these guys suddenly, it's been dim light, and then you can see the recognition dawn on Big O as he takes in the feathers and the garb, and suddenly he has recollections. He's run into these guys before. So suddenly in the panic, where this guy suddenly sees Big O's face change from talky, trying to figure it out, to suddenly taking on this, I'm going to fucking kill you, this vicious intent. And then, everyone else behind him picks it up and starts to attack. Your hand snakes out, a spectral hand, and there's a pouch at his side. And
It's also invisible.
also invisible. No one sees this, but you guys probably don't even see it in the heat of battle either, but a set of keys flies out and starts to make its way back to you. And so the first thing that's holding you is your hands are tightly wrapped.
Yeah.
And there's manacles on your feet and your hands, but with the key you can still sort of crunch it and start at your manacles and stuff.
Because I can't use the mage hand to actually unlock it for me.
You probably can actually. You're totally right.
Minute play, yeah.
Yeah, it can handle small objects and stuff. Well done. Okay, so let's all roll initiative.
Do I?
We'll get you in the initiative orders because we'll get you to slowly start to figure out how to get out of the cuts and stuff. Poor guy rolled a 4.
It's going to be dead before he gets to go.
I got a 15.
Okay.
14.
13.
17.
25.
What a
That
guy.
is searches for
Yeah,
secret
he
doors.
hides instantly. He just runs off.
Yeah, so you're
Plus
first,
5.
Thaddeus.
Huh?
You get +5.
+6.
Oh shit.
He's got some sort of time thing as
Yeah,
well. hasn't he?
Yeah, I get my Dex plus initiative. Dex plus intelligence on my initiative.
Nibble's lost some initiative after leveling up.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm.
Bulking up. Too much weight. Okay, Thaddeus, you're up. As this guy who's had his sword and shield out suddenly braces for attack.
I'm just gonna cast fireball.
I thought you were going to say hide.
Fireball. Yeah, kills everyone.
Or not fireball, firebolt.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. I hope you know what I meant.
Very, very different spells.
We would have probably all been rolled.
I roll a 13 on hit.
That misses him,
Okay.
and that's where you get right.
Yep. That's all I'm gonna.
Okay,
Oh,
so,
and then I hide.
so Thaddeus sticks his head out of the doorway, shoots a bolt of fire at the guy that hits the wall next to him, and then he disappears back into the shadows, breathing hard.
Rolls a 18 on the stealth.
He's vanished into the night. He's done his job. Who was next?
I
Distracted him.
had 17.
Okay,
Distracted.
so let's give you a dexterity check just to make sure you don't fumble the. What are you going for first?
Just the manacles, the hand manacles.
Cool.
15.
Yeah,
plus-
that's all you needed.
Yeah. Okay. Well then.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that would have been 19 anyway. But
That's awesome. So this floating key deftly slips into the lock, turns once, the manacles fall off you, and now you can start to move your hands in this wrapping and start to pull out of this cloth wrapping that's been holding you in place too. And so we'll make that your turn for that. But you are a rogue with a bonus action. What can you do in your bonus actions? Dash, disengage. Yeah, probably can't do anything else at this stage. But yeah, with a flourish, your hands are free.
Yeah.
Then who was next?
I was next.
No, yeah, you and me both got 15.
Okay, you can go first.
Yeah, because you were in front.
Yeah, I'll just immediately just start swinging on. Bro.
Yeah. You've got a vendetta against these guys.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
yeah,
that's mine. 13 plus 5, 18.
That's a hit.
Uh, 6 damage,
Nice.
and then I'll use my bonus action just to unarmed strike him again.
Mhm.
That one though.
Oh,
It's alright, one solid punch the gut doubles them over so much that your next hook just swings in the air and misses completely. Going too hard at the start.
it was your fault, not your fault.
Yeah, but he's staggered. And Zeph, you see an opening.
Yes. I am going to Eldritch Blast him.
New ability.
Yep.
This it's kind of cool because you would
20. no, not a nat 20, just a dirty 20.
I was gonna say, because it's almost like a warlock ability and you've been touched, almost tainted by this old elder god that briefly regarded you. And so you went for your normal sorceress bolt, but this eldritch energy erupts from you and roll for damage.
Oh shit, you've got solar.
1.
When I say erupt,
Yes,
yeah, but it just spins him on the shoulder, half turns him, and then I believe it's Nibbles.
Can I chronal shift his roll?
Can you do it with damage? Or just to...
Attack roll? It's not.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's only to
Okay.
hit hits. But you could have done it with George's natural 1 when he missed.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not for damage, I don't think, just for the saves and attack roll.
How's he looking?
Bloodied.
Okay, yeah. Noah's just gonna walk up,
Mm-hmm.
and he's just gonna probably what's that? He's just gonna claw him across the face.
Okay. So you see this rabbit man. Suddenly claws burst out,
Yeah.
extend, and he slashes across this guard's face.
So 15.
It's a hit. Exactly. Chain and shield.
That's it. 8 poison.
Yeah, so your claw brings him down and he spins, falls, and again it's that poison ripping through his neck, mouth frothing, he convulses and he dies. Big O, you're standing over him, it's feeling quite good because you remember back in these guys seemed big and tough and dangerous, but after almost just 2 weeks of battling snow trolls and spider queens and that, they suddenly seem small and insignificant to you.
Nibbles will just keep tearing for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You and me that got into the fight with him, eh?
Oh, well, we all got into a fight in the... When we
Nibbles
left.
was there, yeah.
Yeah, no. Who did we when we
It was
got?
Arthur.
It was
Was
Arthur.
you mean Arthur?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Nibbles was there too.
Yeah, you were there. I'm pretty
No,
sure
because we
you
had a
were
fight
there.
in the tavern after leaving the town with them,
Mm.
with the group.
Oh
of
yeah,
them
yeah,
there.
you were all there for that. But there was, it might have been before you started playing, where Big O and Arthur were bouncing at a...
No, I remember that. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was just those two.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you were looking for...
I was kidnapped.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember you... Oh, it was Big Tom, the
Big
ogre.
Tom,
Yeah.
You were-
Because then they rocked
Yeah.
up after that.
Yeah.
And were just like.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, so you all know the Blackwing Reavers from the tavern fight, the halfway in fight. But Big O's got big problems with them.
Nibbles is just sad about Arthur going.
Yeah, so you sadly start to rip this guy apart. Crying all the way.
Just put a hand on his shoulder. It's all right. Just watch him tearing him apart. Yeah.
Yeah. And while
We were bonding.
yeah, and the prisoner who's managed to free himself is just watching you slowly rip this guy apart with Zeph hand on his shoulder, going, "Yeah, let it all out." Yeah. So, would you like to describe what you look like?
So
Another
like
naked man?
sort of just light blonde hair, humanish. Yeah, short human, but yeah. Yeah. And just sort of curled up in a ball, just watching.
traumatized by a rabbit killing this guard. Yeah, so you guys see this prisoner held in this room.
I'll go up to him and be like, it's just like every time we come across someone new, eh?
It's like those 80s TV shows where every town they meet a new person and introduce a new character.
I'll walk up to him and be like, what's up, bro? My name's Big O. These are my boys. We're a band of adventurers. You might call us a boy band. We've been raiding this tomb. We came across you and this guy. We know about these dudes. They're dicks. So you're probably like all good if you're in there and they're out here. There's probably something wrong going on here. What do they put you in here for?
I mean, I didn't agree with their beliefs.
Oh yeah, people like that can be dicks, bro. I've got a lot of beliefs, but one of my beliefs is don't judge anyone. We don't really care. We're not here to judge, so that's all good.
It's just a slight difference of opinion.
Yeah, that's fair enough, bro. But are you a dick or are you all good? If we let you out of here, are you gonna attack us or do you want to end up like him? Like, what's the deal?
I feel like my best bet would be to avoid you.
To avoid us?
I mean, given that your friend toured...
He's still doing it.
And it's still going.
Like, we wouldn't do you like that, though. Like, we just know what these guys are. Like, I mean, if you don't attack us, we won't attack you. That's all good. We just know that these guys are like, they've attacked us before, bro. So we know how it is. So, like, I mean, if you want a hand getting out, I mean, we can leave you here. Like, that's all good as well. Whatever.
I mean, given they're around, a group is probably not a bad idea for me to be in.
Yeah, sweet as, bro.
It's funny because you guys almost did leave them there if you just...
Yeah, I was going to say, what would have happened if we just were like, screw it.
I mean, I would have got out anyway.
Yeah, I was going to reintroduce you somehow down the line, but you're right, you would have been.
Neville stops and he stands up and he looks and he understands what's going on. He says, "Dance off."
Yeah. Like, yeah, that's a good point, Nibbles. I mean, we can release you from here, but if you want to join us, like, part of the way to get into our group is that you've got to perform a dance, bro, against the reigning champion, which is this guy at the moment. You've got to perform a dance off. So I don't know if you know much about dancing, but like...
Yeah, it's a performance check roll.
Currently, Thaddeus is not in sight.
I mean, while you're talking, I'm just going to walk over to the door with the key. I'm going to just unlock it for myself.
Like, respect.
So in like 12 seconds, this guy's freed himself, let himself out of the cage. Obviously, could have at any time, but probably worried about dealing with the guards.
Yeah. But look, I recognise that this situation is a bit unfamiliar for most of us, but for now, we'll let you stay with us, and if you decide to stay past the point of us dealing with whatever the hell is down this doorway, just know that you have to do a dance-off, but for the moment, it's all good, because there's more pressing issues at hand, like these dicks, who we have to go and fuck up.
That's fair.
Yeah. You guys cool with that?
Yep.
Yeah, sweet as, bro.
Do you happen to know which way they went?
I mean, isn't it just a corridor?
Yeah,
It's left and right.
Yeah, left and right.
And then there's the door you came from, so it can only be the other way.
We were hidden though, right?
Yeah,
we
so
can
let me quickly create it here. So this is the corridor that disappears down this way.
Mm-hmm.
Liam Gom, was it?
Yeah.
Gom?
Oh, we didn't ask his name.
Yeah, so rude. Was in the prison here on this side.
Yeah.
You guys came down here from a corridor, opened up this door into the...
So we're essentially at almost like a crossroads, but there's a room here. And
That's right, the room opposite. So, but Gom, you do know that all the way this way is where you were brought through.
Yeah.
And you were taken through a sort of almost camouflage stone door that was out in the wildlands. They dragged you into here, put you into this cell, and then the rest of them, which you know was 5 of them, you can choose how much you want to tell the party. No metagame, but you know that 5 of these Blackwing Reavers, including a huge, tall, imposing man known as Black Mood, who introduced himself, being carried on down the corridor down here.
Right. Yeah. I say that all I know is they brought me in from that direction, and there's at least 5 of them, and they did seem to be following someone else, but I didn't quite get their name.
What are they doing out here? Like, as far as we knew, there was nothing out here, right?
I thought we were in a tomb,
Yeah.
but it looks like there's another entrance.
Actually, that's the point. Is like the stonework the same in here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the same.
Okay.
And yeah, it is quite perplexing because you guys had this feeling that you had discovered a something that hasn't been discovered for centuries, and it was basically because a rock slide had opened up this entrance to this spider's nest. And yeah, it's so jarring to realise that just a few 200 feet away is this same part of the tomb that these Blackwing Reavers are in.
Oh, Tremane's going to be cut.
Yeah. Be like, boys, I'm not in the mood for these dicks today. I reckon we go wipe them out, but we keep one alive and figure out how the fuck he got down here and what the deal is, boys. You guys up for that?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that sounds a good idea.
Let's fuck up some ravers.
Yeah. And I guess I'll say, let's head off in the direction that he said that they went.
Do you think there's a bounty on their hands?
Oh, bro, we might as well cut them off anyway. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I reckon keep one alive. Nibbles, I'm looking at you. Rein it in this time, mate. We're going to have a bit of discipline, eh?
Yeah, all right, I suppose I can hold it off for one.
Well, I got the rest. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, as I said, carrying on down this corridor, it's interesting. I might need to just draw it a bit.
While you're drawing it up, I'm just going to go to the bathroom quick.
Okay. As I said, it's got fresh torches lining the walls.
Yeah.
And I could use this maybe.
You're the board behind you.
Is this one?
That's a good point.
Does it come off? Yeah. Like a big Dungeons and Dragons.
I love that. That's just
Or is
there
it this
forever.
one?
Yeah, just use the standard ones just in case, because
Yeah.
I've been caught out by that
Yeah.
before.
Okay, so let's say this was the where you came in. This was where the big square door was, and you went down here to here, and the secret door was here, and this corridor carried here, and Liam was behind bars here. Oh, and Liam also. In the room that you were in, it was two cells, and you were in this one, but you knew they kept your gear and your backpack and everything in there, so you can
Okay.
just unlock that,
Okay.
grab your stuff.
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this carries on. There's torches all along here, keeping it quite well lit.
Dim light, would you say?
Dim light in parts,
Alright,
well lit by the torch area.
got it.
Well,
You have to sort of fly over them.
Yeah.
but what's
Would
interesting?
it cut in and out? Like,
Just falling away.
What's interesting is this corridor here, this drops away like a pit. And so let's say you sort of just started to look down here, and what you're seeing is this is all walls, right? But this here, this floor, drops away
Okay.
and into almost a huge cavernous area there.
so you're saying the top part that you've drawn, that is going to the entrance?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't see it end,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
just from Gom's directions, that's where he said he was brought down.
Cool.
Cool.
So how far away is that precipice from where we are?
It's about 100 feet. It's a
Okay.
long corridor.
Yeah.
Well made again, and all carvings of frost giant scenes throughout history.
Hey, guys, I've got something, if we want to try it, something new that I just thought of.
Does it involve
Arthur
dim
gave
light?
me the inspiration for it. I can cast Pass Without a Trace now.
You
Right.
can do
Yeah.
what?
Pass Without a Trace.
One of the greatest spells ever.
So I can mask myself and our companions within 30 feet to have a +10 bonus to dex to stealth checks. So we can like sneak up on them if we want to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And that lasts an hour, so we've got...
Nibbles, you're so full of surprises, bro. I feel like I've got a few other tricks up my sleeve too. Let's see how this works out.
Yeah,
Where did all these tricks come from?
Nibbles casts the spell, hand movements shadows start to gather around you, dim your movements, obscure you slightly, blurs, fog, and you're all looking at each other and you quite shimmer. It's hard to make you out as you start to make your way down the corridor. Shall we say you get to here before you have to decide what you do next?
Mm-hmm.
Stealth check.
Yeah.
So once you get to here, the torches end, and it's quite dark, but you can make out that this is actually a huge corridor that goes this way, this way. This is like 30 feet across, and the fall off is 20 feet, so it's like a 30-foot high
It's
corridor.
a giant corridor. See?
And so you're standing 20 feet above the bottom of this, and looking around the corner here, it's hard to make out. This corridor carries on, and this, almost servants' corridor, carries on here, and you can see a light coming from here.
From the giant corridor?
Yeah.
Down below us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like a cavernous glowing light, but
How
it's...
far below?
Well, this is 20 feet below, and this carries on about another 100 feet. So this is a flat corridor, perfectly made again, beautiful stonework. But yeah, at the end of it, looking down this huge 30-foot by 30-foot corridor, you can start to make out the glow of soft lighting. And this carries on as well, running along next to it. And maybe even with a bit of the lighting, you can see that there's a small stairway here, where people from the top can descend into this giant corridor.
From that viewpoint, do we see anybody else like down the corridor or not?
Let's give a perception check from there.
Okay.
It's just hard to make out what's happening here, so I'm going to say you need over a 20 from this distance to make anything out.
Nat 20.
Over a 20.
Oh, okay, 23.
Okay, yeah, you can make out figures as you're squinting and looking. You see it clearly, human-sized figure, and then and something moves past that. It's twice the height, blocking out this human. So the human-sized figure gave you a bit of scale, and then something, a much bigger shadow, moved past it. And they're casting almost these long shadows down the corridor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's people down there and something big.
Sweet, what you boys reckon? We go take them on?
Sneak up.
Yeah, sneak up and give them the bash, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Now, just remember, we want to keep one of them alive for questioning.
Sure.
Preferably the smaller one.
Tell us what we know.
Yeah, it's known.
That's right, great.
Shaking his collar.
Yeah. Okay, so how are we going to say you want to get within distance to maybe hear and see properly what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if we get in close enough to hear and see, we can decide how we're going to attack or whatever.
Okay, cool. So let's get everyone to roll stealth checks. Some of you get advantage as well, and everyone gets +10 to their roll.
Does it include your normal stealth?
Yeah, so you could be quite high.
Okay. I think this is one of the values that is incorrect, but it's +8, +10.
It could be right. So +18, and what did you roll?
7.
7,
So it gives us, +10 on top of our...
It's a lot.
Plus 10 on
25.
6, 12, 22,
Yeah,
That's great.
27.
28.
34.
Yeah, so
Stealth's
as
out of the timeline.
yeah. So even if one of you failed, it was going to be like a group check,
Yeah.
and you guys have all well over 20, in the high 20s. So yeah, as a group, you stay low, moving, keeping to the side of this wall here, and wrapped in these these wisping shadows of fog and shadow. that cover you as a group, and you get close enough to see that this here is a huge dome. And in the middle, right here, you see lying on a huge, massive slab of stone, a desiccated, almost mummified giant that's at least 25 feet long.
Tremaine's going to love this.
Surrounding it are 7 other slabs of stone. Oh, look at that, I did it perfectly.
I wouldn't even think you're an artist.
And on 4 of them are more mummified remains, skin stretched taut over, they're blue, blue skin stretched taut over them, rib cages protruding, skulls almost from the thin skin left on their faces, are smaller giants. This one was 25 feet, these ones are around 18 feet to 14 feet. And 3 of the altars don't have anything on them. But what's standing up are 3 hunched old frost giants. They're wearing cloaks, each of them quite different. One is a cloak of chains, linked chains that hang over it all the way to the floor. The other one is a cloak of bones tied together with old leather, and he's shuffling and rattling. And the last one, he's almost covered in a shimmering ice cloak. Icicles flickering faintly in the torchlight. And standing before them are these 5 Blackwing Reavers, dwarfed by these huge old shambling frost giants. And you recognise the one in the middle, even though his back's to you, George, Big O. You recognise he's a tall man, he's almost 7 feet. Bald head, a long beard. He's that guy you met that almost tried to kill you in Yore. And you can make out their words, which I shall now read.
Can you silently cast it all?
I can.
It's good to know.
I was hoping it would come up sometime. Not everything, but just subtle spell.
So the first shaman, this big frost giant with the cloak of chains, looms over Blackmood, and his voice carries, as booming as it is, echoes off down this corridor, and you hear it clearly. He says, "Our pact is melting, Blackmood. Soltorak has been killed, and you have not freed Bothas. His soul is still held in that cursed tomb." And then you hear the voice of Blackmood, the one called Blackmood. He's this tall 7-foot guy. I think only Big O ever met him. Yeah. And he says, "We will return there shortly. We will have to dig again and gather more prisoners. But it was just bad luck last time." The shaman with the bone cloak moves next to the one with the chains, and he says to the one with the chains, "You have patience, Yorath. 3 of us now walk again, thanks to Blackmood. And our brothers, they are in reach too. We have waited 100 years. A few more months are no matter. Especially now some fool has raised the Bone Lord again, and most of the heroes of Wildgate are no more." And the shaman, the one with the chains, he turns to Blackmood and says, "That is a fortunate turn for you, Blackmood, and fortunate that we have grown strong enough to resist the Bone Lord's call. If that elder god claimed Huska Tul's soul, all would be lost." And they all turn and look at that 25-foot mummified giant. But be warned, as the Bone Lord's power grows, his call will become more alluring. That is why I call for haste, before he claims the souls of our lost brothers, and even worse, before he claims the soul of Huska Tull. And the one with the bone cloak nods and says, "Your esprit's true, Black Mood. You must double your efforts. Release all 4 of our brothers so we can raise the warlord once more." Black Mood nods. He says, "Perhaps it is time to drop the pretense of just being a mercenary band and strike hard along the coastline. I will rally our brethren." He says, "Wait, I can get this word. I will rally our brethren and get it done. Eyes are starting to turn on us anyway and infiltrate our ranks. It will not be long before we are exposed." And the shaman with the bone cloak says, "Go now, Black Moon. Release our brothers and earn a place at the side of the warlord." And from this distance you can see the smaller figures start to move towards that stairway as the 3 huge old shaman frost giants turn again and move further into the dome. What would you like to do now?
So did you say the 3 giants are moving towards the tomb and the 5 others are coming out?
Yeah, so the 5 others, you can see their forms starting to grow bigger with the torchlight behind them as they all turn. And you realise to get up the stairs, they've sort of got to walk there, and start to come that way.
Yeah.
The 3 massive frost giants that were here basically turn their backs and start to shuffle deeper into here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say, if we're going to take them all on, we should bounce now. Sweet. So should we just move back a bit?
I reckon we move back around the corner.
Yeah.
And wait for them to
I agree.
walk and then surprise attack them, I guess.
You said the corpses were desiccated, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would like to grab one of the torches on the wall and try and burn them.
We're not even in the tomb.
Yeah,
Like-
you guys are sort of crouched all here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Far away.
Taking it in as the voices echo down the corridor. And yeah, these are all...
Okay, well, yeah, then we need to head back anyway.
Okay.
We're going to get caught otherwise.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, you guys whisper to yourself, and so you turn. Let's do another stealth check, just to see if anything horribly goes wrong.
Nat 20.
I got a nat 1.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
They can wipe each other out.
I got 19.
19.
I got
Was that
25
Is that
again.
the plus 10?
I rolled a 17.
Okay, so yeah, you all turn, and Big O starts to slip as though he's going to almost teeter and fall, and then Nibbles reaches out and pulls him back, and yeah, you slide off into the darkness again and move, and find yourself standing in this corridor, knowing that these 5, and they're seasoned veterans. You've spotted them before. When you spotted them the first time, you felt outmatched, but you know you're a different person now to when you first met them. And this Black Mood, terrifying man, back then, but again, you don't feel that same fear from this guy anymore.
Yeah. So I'll say to the group, that's like Black Mood, eh?
Mhm.
Yeah. That's Black Mood. Who did he almost kill? Did he almost kill
He almost killed
Yeah.
Arthur, yeah.
I'll be like, he almost killed Arthur. He's the one that we need to keep alive. I think we need to take out his boys first and then go for him at the end, but don't kill him. Because we need to find out what's going on down here. Like, we don't want to confront those giants either until we know what the fuck is happening. And just as a precaution, boys, I'm going to try something out. But no, I'm going to cast Bless.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
You got Blitz?
Yeah, so when we leveled up, instead of moving stats, I picked Fey Touch.
Oh, so you could,
Yeah, so I got Bless and I got Misty Step.
That's cool.
Are
Yeah.
there any loose stones?
Give me a perception check to find them. If you roll high, I'll say you find one, but it's a very well made
Yeah.
corridor. So let's say if you get over 17 on perception, you manage to...
No.
Right. Yeah, as I say, very well made, carved. It's just an incredible piece of craftsmanship, this stonework. It's almost seamless, fits together, slots together.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
I'll wild shape in preparation.
okay.
Yeah.
What's the time? Shall we do the fight today or next session?
It's
It's
6
quarter to 7.
Is that plenty of time for you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Um,
All right.
Cool. Well, I'll cast Bless on me, Nibbles. I take it that you and Thad are probably going to be back a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'll cast Bless on you as well.
Here's a good point. Are you a melee fighter or are you?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, I'll cast Bless on us 3 then.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, let's set up the corridor because you've got some options too. You've got a secret door that no
Yeah, I was
one
going to say, shall we ambush them from the secret door maybe? Because they'll come up and see the cells are empty.
Yeah, I was gonna
They'll go,
suggest
whoa.
swapping out the cell or putting an extra guy in the cell.
I mean, we
or
could just put an illusion of
put
them
on-
huddled in the corner. Yeah.
swap out our disguise with the guard.
Yeah. So I'm going to say that you've got, this is 100 feet that they're just walking. So I'm going to say you've got a minute, you feel like, to prep this area. You've got a body lying there, half devoured, half ripped up. You've got an open cell, and this door is at the moment swung half open,
Yeah.
the secret door.
Okay.
Yeah, because So do we want to fight them like near the cells, like further up?
I would say so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I have a plan, kinda.
Mm-hmm.
I can be bait and bait them towards the door, and then we can surround them.
I never refuse anyone who offers to be bait.
So are you saying you go back into the cell
No, I go there, stand outside the cell.
as though you've just escaped
Yeah,
and killed the guard?
yeah.
Got it. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could just be in the secret door
Yeah,
a
'cause
little
then
bit.
we can split. Like, yeah, I'll probably, if one of us, out of me and you, if one of us is by the door and the other's by the cell, we can enclose them that way.
Yeah.
And then you guys probably want to stand a little further down the corridor, or maybe dart out of the cell, or the.
Yeah.
The secret door.
Yeah.
Oh, Nibbles isn't the smart. Hold on. Yeah, no.
Yeah, Nibbles goes back to eating.
It's right,
that
we're
guy.
pooling our intelligence
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah,
Thad,
yeah.
Thad came up with all the plans. Yeah.
Bad man, you're on fire today.
Let's see if I can find the corridor. What's this?
In theory, I'm not sure my character should be this smart either.
You can be sort of cunning, smart. Is it right?
Street smarts.
Yeah. Right, so I'm just going to change this map a little bit into a corridor. We'll make this the jail cell and this the secret doors.
Yep.
And this will be the corridor. This is quite wide, so I'll just say that there are...
You can use those markers on your thing.
Yeah, but you just won't be able to see it really. So let's say that it's
10, 15 feet wide.
15 feet wide, and we'll give you a figure.
Oh, yeah, shit. Some bullet. Drunken gnome, right?
You're a human, eh?
Man.
Human with a. We'll just use him for now.
Yeah.
As you. So you're going to be standing here, over the body of the guard, right?
Yeah.
As though you've just dispatched him.
Can I roll for deception, just like heavy breathing, like I
Great.
actually just...
Yeah. Let's do that.
So
Let's
this is
hold
the
it
door,
till it
is it?
happens. But yeah. So you guys place where you want to be placed. This is the secret door side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so if I stand, so I assume that that line is like the door.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And it's closed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which kind of muffles the sound, but you should be able to hear enough.
Cool.
You test it quickly. Can you hear? Yeah.
Where are you going to be?
Back in the spider den.
Oh, you're going to be back.
He's going to be back with trim lane.
So you want to be back here somewhere? So that's like the corridor, like the secret
That was
corridor.
yeah.
And that's the door that I'm right in front of, because I'll go out pretty much straight away.
Where did you want to go?
Oh,
We've got the secret door this side and we've got the cells
Yeah.
this side.
you're right with Thad.
Cool.
black mood. And then his little guys. These are well-armed veterans, so don't be fooled. Let me just check how many I said there were going to be.
Are there any healers in the group?
Nah, bro, screw.
He's about to
I have a healing spell.
Yeah, we need that bard back.
Yeah.
I
He needs to catch up for us
have no
finally.
idea. 'Cause I
Mid-session.
have snare
Oh, there's a
and
bard in this
50
too.
rope.
Cool.
No, he's just been running after us the whole time.
On his own worm and everything.
Just double check the numbers. I think I said they were.
You said 5 to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's stick with that.
I mean 3.
They're all level 1.
But give lots of XP.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. Yeah, so did you want to lay a snare down
Yes,
before?
good.
Okay, so let's mark where you're going to put that with a counter. You just put it wherever you like.
Note to
Oh,
nuke
yeah.
that skill.
Costs 25 feet of rope.
What's that?
I've
Cool.
got snare as well.
That's all right.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's got rope, and we've got quite a big supply of it
Yeah.
in the yak worms at the back. Okay, see Gom sit down. Well, suddenly crouch, and he puts his rope around, mutters a few words. The rope disappears, and then he quickly gets up and stands over the guard, and then looks at all of you as you press up against the wall in the cell. Who's in the cell?
Oh, me and Thad are in the secret passage.
And Big O's in the secret passage as well?
Yeah.
Okay, so Nibble's by yourself in the cell?
Sure.
Cool.
Can't cage this beast.
Except with the cage.
Sound like big old Tim then.
Okay, and as you start to get ready, you start to compose yourself, get the sweat on, you see these figures moving down the corridor, and leading them, this huge, imposing 7-foot man, blackened chain armour, a huge battle axe slung over his back, a long beard, bald head glistening in the torchlight. And as he's walking, these veterans are behind him, shields and swords start to approach, and then Blackmood stops and looks up. And you see him sort of just sigh and say, "I knew we should have killed you, boy." Yeah. And do you want to make a deception? Because he's going to make an insight check too as he surveys the scene. So yeah, your deception. Let's see what he...
Deception is 23.
Oh, that's good. Because he rolled high. But he surveys, and you can see him hesitate a moment as if sensing a trap. But he looks at you again and sees true fear and that you have just managed to kill this guard and have been caught out. And he takes the battle axe off his back and says, "No more prisoners, boys." And they all smile as they start to move in and close in. So the person that's going to trigger your snare is Blackmood. So what does that spell entail?
Any creature that's small, medium, or large gets magically hoisted up in the air, and they get disadvantage on attack rolls and can't move until they're freed.
That's great. He gets a saving throw, right?
I think
Are
so,
you
maybe.
looking that up?
Dex saving throw
Oh,
at the end of each turn.
okay. So his Dex, he just gets a +1 to that. He rolls a 17 plus an 18. So yeah, it won't catch on him. So he steps right into the snare, and this huge rope wraps around him, round his leg, and then tries to hoist him up. And he just stands and pulls the rope down and takes his huge battle axe and just cuts through it, and looks at you and says, "You're gonna need more tricks than that, boy." And he keeps coming on. All right, everyone. It's how we're gonna do this is, because your deception was so good, he's not expecting a trap, so we're going to give you guys the surprise round, what we do is everyone rolls initiative, but they lose the first round of initiative. So
Should I move them up to the trap?
yeah. We can have it that they get right on top of Bomb, but that will mean they will get an attack against. Black Moon will get an initiative roll attack against you, but everyone else gets in the surprise round. Let's roll initiative first, and then I'll.
21.
Thaddeus.
19.
Oh, nice. So Thaddeus 21, Gom 19,
15.
15 for Zeph,
13.
13 for Nibbles.
6.
Oh no.
Yeah. Because the door's closed in front of us.
Yeah.
So,
What door? No, the secret door?
yeah.
But we can just open it again, right?
Yeah, we can open it again.
Yeah.
But I'm the one that was going to open it. So if you guys are before me, you're going to have to come up and open it.
Oh, well, yeah. Is that an action to open the
Yeah,
door?
is opening the door in action?
It's perfectly balanced. It doesn't require like unlocking, turning a handle. You
It's
just
perfectly
push.
balanced.
Yeah. Okay, let me roll for Black Mood first. He rolls a natural 1.
That works out very well.
Yeah, it does actually, because you want him last.
Yeah.
And vet number 1, he rolls a 16.
What's his name, Matt?
Vet 1.
Yeah,
Vetu.
they're all veterinary school dropouts.
Yeah.
Vetu, he gets a 11.
And Vidu?
Venom.
Before?
Vetu. Well, he goes as well with a. We'll say he goes with 3. Oh, another natural 1. Get them out of the way now, boys.
Are these RFID?
Yeah, because you put them onto a pad.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're like attuned to all of
Yeah.
the Lego figures.
Vet.
The whole gimmick was you put it in and then you do it in the game and you go play them.
Okay, so this is what's going to happen. You guys hold and hold as Gom stands visibly trembling, but you can't tell. Is he acting? Is he really scared? You're not sure what to expect from this guy. As Black Mood sees him, he's used to guys freezing in fear when they face him. So he's smiling grimly as he brings his two-handed battle axe. But you know you're going to be faster than him as he comes in, and he's flanked by his boys here, all thinking they don't even need to help Black Mood take you out. And then Thaddeus, you see time move. Everything slows down as you get to act first.
You see time move forward slowly at the normal pace.
As he slowly hides in the secret room.
So the door is currently going to be blocking me.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to move up, open the door, position. Let's say I position myself directly behind to perform an ambush. So I would want to 5 feet open the door and then come out into the.
Mm-hmm.
Is the corridor going that way?
Yeah. 15 feet wide.
So 5 feet. Oh shit. 5 feet, 10 feet, 15, 20, 25. 30, so I'll like take my maximum.
The little wizard. Yay!
Yeah, just keeps running.
Sorry, I'm not with you guys.
And he, as he's like somersaulting around and whatnot.
Yeah.
He's going to.
He hides.
You see this old guy burst out.
Just keep running.
But he moves with grace and speed that belies his age.
And he's gonna firebolt at the closest.
That vet there,
Yeah.
let's call him vet number 1.
Get one. Okay. So that one.
You've already killed him.
Hit of the game, mate.
Attack roll of 9, so that'll probably be a miss.
Let's remember you got your +2 with your
Yeah,
spell.
that's including the. I rolled a 3.
Okay.
Yeah. Or
Okay, yeah, so yeah, it's a miss. He gets his shield up and just knocks it aside. And, surprised though to see this old guy burst down. And just take a shot at him with a firebolt.
and then he reacts and will do a stealth hide.
Okay, yeah.
Or try to,
Just crashes
No.
down.
yeah. And you rolled a natural 1.
Literally crashes down.
He's just in a corridor.
It's a quiet corridor. There's no pillars.
He tries to hide behind a couple of torches and realise, no, my whole body's still sticking out. Yeah, so fails miserably. Gone.
Okay.
You've got this huge giant of a man looming over you with his battle axe.
I mean, the first thing I'm going to say is, like, surely we can talk about this.
He's not slowing down at all. No.
So he's 5 feet away from me? No,
Yeah.
10.
We can say he's 10 if you wanted to act before he got within striking distance. Yeah, 10 feet. 10 feet away.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. That means I'm going to have to move forward and try and give him a slash with my rapier.
Nice. Rapier lashes out as he raises his axe. He's surprised to see you fighting back. But he still thinks it's just one of you
You've
against
also
5.
got Bless as well on top of that.
So that's...
Oh, is Bless a group?
No, it's only for 3, so it was me checking. Is it
So you roll
gone?
a-
Gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's 27?
That's great.
No, not 20. Wait, is this plus 2 or plus 4?
Bless is 1d4.
1d4.
Yeah.
And 4 there. So.
You're going to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
It's
so
got
I
a
got-
hit, bro.
Yeah, okay. And then it's damage, which I believe is a 1d8 plus 4.
Yeah, and you won't get sneak attack damage at
No,
this
no,
point.
right, no.
Because there's no one near him.
And he's
Yeah.
focused on me anyway,
Mm.
which is 9.
9 though is... It's very good. Okay, hang on, I'm just going to find my guy's stats here. Gotta hide it behind my new DMs that Joe got me.
Aww.
Is that what he got you before he left?
Yeah.
What a good guy.
You guys could learn a lot from Joe.
Mate, we haven't left. We're still here playing, mate.
That's right. Hang on. Okay, it almost seems comical. Your little rapier with this guy with the massive shoulders, battle axe, lashes out, but you know where the vital parts are in a person's body. And as it punches him and you pull back, you can see him wince slightly as he staggers. And for a fleeting second, there's a bit of concern upon his face, but he realizes it's just one guy and some weird old fella against him and his 5 veterans. So
And
It's
then after that, I'm just gonna go, oh no, and run away.
okay, so what you can do,
Disengage.
yeah,
Is that a reaction or bonus action?
that's your bonus action.
Yeah, cool.
So you use your bonus action to disengage. I think that's 15 feet, and then you can do the rest of your movement.
I think the disengage just means you can move away.
Oh,
And then
okay.
you can use your move to
Okay,
Yeah.
so
wherever you
yeah,
want.
you've got another 25 feet of movement. Okay, so yeah, with that, you move so fast he doesn't get a chance to react as you lunge in and then backpedal and find yourself 25 feet back as he's still raising his axe. So yeah, move yourself where you want to be.
Right next to me.
Behind the wizard.
It's a common thing. You guys are just going to be staggering, hiding behind each other as you move down. But that's great. Normally now Vet 1 and Vet 3 would get a go, but it's a surprise round, so they are still flat-footed. And Zeph, you
Yeah.
see Thaddeus move and then just take off. You can't quite tell what he's done.
Can I open the door a little bit and shoot out?
The door, basically Thaddeus, you swung it open.
Oh, right.
yeah,
So it's wide open,
Yeah,
so I can just stand in the doorway and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I figure you should be able to move 5 feet forward and be
so Black
good
Moon would have
enough
been able to
to
see him, or was he like in two?
No, he would have just seen the door
get
open.
line of sight
and
on
then
anybody.
also
Yeah,
he's-
okay, so
he
he
runs
runs that way.
Yeah.
Stay, so I'm just going to be like... And I'm going to cast Shatter,
Shatter.
which is a 10-foot radius, so I'll put it about there and get all of them.
Okay.
So they've got a con 13 save to make.
Okay, there we go. +1 to their cons. Okay, so each of them have got how many? All of them?
Yep.
Such a dick with the area of effect.
It's the only one I've got, man.
Okay, so vet 1 fails. Put a little mark there. Oh, vet 3 fails. Oh, vet 5 fails. Come on, fellas. No. Vet 2 fails. Black mood. Black mood. He takes it. Whatever it does. And last vet, 12 plus 1, 13. So matches it, makes it 8.
Mhm.
So the last 2 save. What happens now?
So the ones who didn't save take 11 thunder damage,
Whoa!
and the ones that do take 5.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty
So
good.
it's just a flat like damage amount. There's no.
Yep.
Choosing your next spell there, J-Rod.
Yes.
So that was 11 on 3 of the... How many vets have I got here? 5.
Yeah, I think there's only 4 vets plus
Yeah.
Black Mood, isn't there?
Yeah,
There were 6 total or 5 total?
5 total, sorry.
Yeah.
There's one invisible one. Yeah, that's just
So, yeah. And these 3 failed, so they're all on.
Does Bless use an action or react?
No, Bless, for me to use it.
For me to use it.
No. Bless, no matter what happens now that you're blessed for the next 10 minutes, every time you make an attack roll, you add a 1d4, and anytime you make a saving throw, you add a 1d4 on top of it.
Yeah, without having to do
Oh,
it.
so it's only for attack rolls.
It's for attack and saving throws.
Right.
Yeah.
That's great.
But yeah, you won't add it to like your damage rolls or anything. It's literally just your attack to hit. Yeah.
Okay, so the shatter spell, very effective. In the middle, there's this almost compression of air, and then it just boom, and 3 of them fly hard against the walls, and you can see some of them have hit, and blood's come down the side of their face. 2 of them, Big O and the one at the back, get staggered back a little bit, but regain their footing, and there's confusion as now another guy's popped out. Little guy.
I didn't. I was just like, and then I'm,
Do a stealth roll to see if you get
Okay.
away with that. You still
No,
got
I don't.
pass without still got
Oh, I
pass
don't.
without trace?
Do.
I dropped concentration.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did you?
Oh no, technically not.
No.
Not
No,
yet.
not yet.
So that is 16.
Just roll deception on the 2 at the front. Black Moon in particular.
I love that spell, eh?
Awesome.
I seem to remember getting out of an entire werewolf encounter in the Ravenloft campaign.
Yeah, you did.
By just stealthing the way through the hole
Yeah,
there.
I hated it. You skipped the entire dungeon and just like went to the end and fought the boss in his tent and then walked off. It was-
That's right. Well, no, because then they were like our allies, right? At that
Yeah.
point, yeah, that's right.
Black Moon doesn't notice you, but the other one that you half staggered caught a glimpse of you, but he's at the back.
It's okay. I've got a big O in front of me too. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah,
There
he's,
you go, Matt.
right, so that was if Nibbles.
So
Ah.
Nibble's gonna jump out. He's gonna move forward. He's gonna rage.
You hear that familiar howl of pain that you heard in the spider's nest as a feral, wounded creature echoes down the corridor, and it's this little rabbit man.
Oh, I wild shaped before the battle.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it's
And
the
what
bear.
form are you?
Bear.
Bear.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, hiding in the cell, kind of leaning against the wall. There's this huge 8-foot tall bear with rabbit ears. It's a weird thing to see, Golem, for you. But yeah, he comes lumbering around the corner. As he turns, this huge feral raw eyes turn red. He gets even bigger and stronger. And Black Moon's starting to suspect a trap.
He's fast. This one.
I'll like walk up, like I'll walk up,
Yeah.
like next to that one. Won't even look at him.
This.
Yeah. And I'll do a bite attack.
Okay.
So that is 18 plus 6,
Okay.
plus 7, and then plus 2
2, but you're raging as well. That gives you +2.
on his damage.
Oh,
That was the attack. That was the. I was just checking if it hit.
and did it hit?
I don't know. 18 plus 7 plus 2.
Yes.
The damage is 6 plus 4 plus 3, so 13.
Nice. Oh, so that's... Okay, these are hardened vets used to battle. This was one of the ones that got flung against the wall. Head hit. He's staggered. A huge bear comes out, claws him, almost drops him to a knee, but he's still got his shield, looking in bad shape. But
Alright, he's going to get clawed in the face then.
okay, bring it on.
So that's 8 plus 7
Plus 7.
plus 8. So it's 8 plus 8, 16.
Yeah, just actually. He just tries to get his shield up, but you just rake it aside
Yeah.
as your other claw comes in.
So that's 2 plus 3, so that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10, 11, 12.
Yeah, so bam against the wall from the shadow spell, recovers. Bear comes in, huge claws rake across his chest, opening up most of it. He tries to recover, get his shield up. You knock it aside with your claw as you just rip through his head and neck, and he hits the wall and slides down a bloody mess. Dead.
Yeah. As I'm doing the claw, can I just stare at Black Moon?
There's a slow motion like stare.
Are all 5 enemies flat-footed?
Yes. They're going to only get to react the next round.
So we would get automatic sneak attacks?
Sorry, when I say... Oh, actually, it's a very good point. I won't for you because they know you were there.
Okay.
But, yeah, because it's a surprise round for everyone else, yeah, you would have got...
No,
Do you get sneak attack with spells?
No, I don't. But I could have a dagger that if I had one.
Yeah, but it probably won't happen because it'll go to the next round and
yeah.
they'll recover. But that's a very good point. I should have remembered that.
So this guy's dead?
Yeah.
He gone, mate.
He's vet number 3. Vet 3! Black Moon calls out.
I don't even know his name.
My favourite vet.
That's from his mother.
Mook 1.
Okay, great round. It would be vet 2 now, but he's flat-footed, so Big O.
Cool. I'll just bounce around the corner and boost up to him, and I'm just gonna swing on him. That's not shit. 5, 10, 13.
No.
No? Okay, sweet. And I'll use my bonus action to do another strike. Fuck, again.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so 9, 13 again.
Yeah, no, you need a 15. So he's got his shield up as you just bam, bam on his shield, pushing him back.
Use your chronophone.
Yeah. But I'm saving it.
Everyone, looks at Thad and is like...
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. And you've moved yourself into...
Yeah,
Cool.
I'll stay up there.
Now it would be Black Mood and the last vets go, but they're flat-footed. The only one they could attack would be you, but you've moved out of range and he's suddenly finding himself flanked by a huge bear and a guy a gnome punching his other vet's shield. So he's not going to pursue you. He's going to... he's going to be surprised by these guys, so he'll stay here. So, we go back to the top of the table into a proper combat round now. So that was a good start though. You took out one of them. These are hardened vets. Thad.
My turn?
Yeah.
Which of the baddies hit by the shatter?
They all did. The only one at the... Yeah, that far one at the back is the only one that didn't get...
Like this one?
Yeah, he saved against it, so he took half
And
damage.
these...
And the big Black Mood...
What's the mechanics for trying to capture someone alive?
It's damage, but you have to declare that you're trying to knock them out.
Yeah, non-lethal.
Spells. Okay, yeah. Then I'm not going to
It'll be up
target.
to be me or George at the end.
Yeah, so, yeah. Or you could go up with your dagger, Thaddeus, non-lethal.
Whack it with the
The bludgeoning end.
If you're anything like me, you do 1 damage each time you do that, so it's like,
Slowly knocking out.
go.
I'm dead.
55 rounds later.
I am going to do magic missile on that front, same person I did before.
Vet 1?
Yep. 12 damage.
Nice. Okay, these green arrow-like missiles lance across through the corridor, plunging into the vet and staggers him. He's looking in bad shape too, but still standing, holding his shield.
Leapfrogging.
and then, yeah, Thaddeus moves past and hides behind Gong.
He can barely hide.
Gong!
Okay.
You could technically get sneak attacks now because he's flanked with other people. So, yeah, the rule with a sneak attack is if there's anyone on your team within 5 feet of the people you attack.
Okay.
Yeah, because they're all distracted in that, so you can see a weak spot.
Yeah. Okay.
Just good to know, but you can do whatever you like.
Use this one.
Okay. I head back into range.
Okay, so stab, then back, and then back in again
Yeah.
as you gain momentum and lunge.
Yeah. That's not looking as good.
And you got your bless as well.
I might use that. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
you might
it's
as well use
automatic.
it every
Use
time.
it every
right?
time,
Yeah.
man. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to run out.
Well, it's just a 1 though. So what do you get?
That's.
You need over 15.
I need 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got 12.
Yeah, yeah. So you come in again, but this time he's ready for you and deflects it with the haft of his axe.
Okay.
Yeah, you got a bonus action to do. How you used about 20 feet of movement to get there?
25.
Okay, so you've only got 5 more feet of movement, but you can choose to still disengage. And
Yeah. I'm not going to disengage
nice,
because I have something else up my sleeve.
awesome.
But I'm holding a broadsword in my left hand.
Okay,
So I'll use that for
Alright.
my bonus action.
okay, cool.
That's a lot better.
Ooh,
Much better.
oh,
The
nice.
21.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he blocks your rapier thrust that he was used to last time, but doesn't see the broadsword in your other hand as it comes around, cutting into his side.
Yeah.
Do you get sneak attacks on offhand attacks?
No.
Don't. Yeah, I wouldn't think so.
No.
6. So 6 damage.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, Blackmood's still looking strong. And he's standing, taking his cuts.
Yeah.
Grunting slightly, but taking them all. Okay. Vet 1.
That's the one we've been.
Yeah, he's looking bad, but he's a combat veteran, so he retains his discipline and attacks who's in front of him, who's been punching his shield.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay, and he gets 2 attacks with his longsword.
Ooh. I'm not feeling so confident up here now.
Yeah, it was a good thing you didn't take on the frost giants as well. That would have been a disaster.
I'll just make a new character now.
Well, I'm hoping they can't get into this corridor.
Yeah, they probably can't actually either.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
But when you guys were like, let's go fuck these guys up, I was like, no, don't. So as soon as he said, pass without a trace, I was like, phew.
I'd probably take one of the dead ones.
So slowly over time. Hang on, I'm just double checking it. I'm pretty sure they do get 2 attacks.
Brutal.
Yeah, multi-attack. Okay, and they add +5 to hit. So Big O, the first roll is a 13, 18.
18's my armor class.
Okay, so that's a hit. And the second roll is a 20.
Yeah, both hit.
So 2 longsword attacks. First one's a 10.
And damage?
Yeah. And the second one is a 9. So that's 19 points of damage.
That's easy money, man. I've got a belt of constitution.
Yeah. So yeah, you adjust your belt after. But yeah, so he's taken these punches off you. He's been hit and that, but he maintains his discipline and comes back with 2 heavy slashing attacks that really rip through you. That's probably the most damage you've ever taken in your life. Right?
Yeah. You've been pretty good at dodging these hands, bro.
Yeah, you have been. And the other vet that was to go is dead. That's the one Nibbles ripped apart. So Zeph, you're gone.
Yeah. Well, you guys are right there. I mean, can I get... If I did shatter again, I wouldn't be able to get Big Mood without hitting these two, right? Because
It's
like
You
there.
said it was 10 foot, so
10
if you really blasted at the back, you should
Yeah.
do right.
If I could just like clip him
Yeah.
and spare these two guys.
Yeah.
So if you were here and 10 feet,
And
one,
he'd have to
two,
cast it one
one,
line.
two. I mean, I feel like if you cast it there in 10 feet, you would be, depending on how you
It's
count
a
your.
yeah.
It's a radius.
It's a radius, so
Yeah, well, what is a radius? Is it diagonal or not?
yeah, it's a template usually, but yeah. So if I can just aim it at the back
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, hit all of them with shatter again.
Okay. It's just because it's a difficult spell to cast. Let's roll a dexterity check. Something low means you.
16.
Yeah. So we'll say you place that where you want, and so everyone gets a saving throw again, right?
Mhm.
And including that.
No. He's put it right at the back. So,
He's
Sorry.
managed it quite well.
it's not a terrible
odd.
save.
First time someone gave it to me.
Excellent.
Apparently this is standard resin.
Okay, he saves.
Oh, okay.
All right. What's your damage?
14.
14.
That's like they're all dead.
Close to it, man. So Vet 1, the badly wounded, was he? Oh, he was in there, eh? Yeah.
Yeah.
So he gets shattered again against the wall, blast even harder this time, and as he hits, he just slides down, face half caved in from this concussion blast. He's down. Vet 1's down.
This guy?
Yeah. Vet 2 is the one not in front of Nibbles, the other one.
That one?
He gets blasted fully against the wall too, but he hasn't taken as much hits as Vet 1, but he's looking really in bad shape, winded as he's smashed against this wall. Helmet half falling over his head, shield almost dropped. And this guy, he took half damage last time and full damage this time, so we'll see he's on 10. Black Mood failed. Black Mood pushes forward and blood pushes out of his mouth as this concussion blast just goes right through his body, and finally and quickly he's suddenly looking around dazed and confused and staring with his massive axe, but he's still standing. So all the rest of them are standing but bloodier, dazed. It's like you're sending off these huge concussion blasts that are just echoing through the corridor.
They've kind of like, whoa, how come I never did that before?
And
I'm just standing in front of them, just wiping the blood off.
Oh,
Yeah.
splash.
off in the distance, one frost giant turns around and goes, "Did you hear something?" Slamming the door as they
Must have
leave.
been the wind.
Yeah.
That was Zeph Nibble.
Just one.
Nipple.
I'm going to forward and I'll attack one of them.
Okay.
So that's 9 plus 7.
Yep.
Okay, I'll roll that.
Okay. He's got 7 hit points. Oh no. Sorry, he's got 5.
Okay, well, I rolled a 7, so I'm not going to.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gone.
So your rampage continues as you rip down another one.
And then I swear I'll just swing against the last one, I guess.
Yeah.
Obviously not Blood Moon.
Yeah.
Or
The healthiest last. He's bloody.
Nat 20.
Oh.
Another decapitation. Let's go.
This is fun. 1, 4, so that's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Okay, so this huge bear now covered in blood as he's ripped through 1, he's ripped through 2, claws mouth snapping, turns on the last one, is recovering from being stunned into the wall. He tries to feebly get up his shield, but you just rip it down. Claw coming through, half ripping his head off, Betty the White fashion, and blood flies across the walls of the corridor, and he spins and falls. And Black Mood is surrounded now by you all, fully realising that this was a trap.
So
And Big O.
Yeah, so I'll turn directly to him, and I'm going to attack twice, but I want to use non-lethal.
Cool.
14, 19.
It's a hit.
Sweet. 6 damage.
Cool. The first one still doesn't quite drop him,
Yeah.
but it's close. You feel like you've got him on the ropes with that first hit.
Cool. And then I'll just unarmed strike with my bonus action. 12, 17.
It's a hit.
Yeah. Another 6 damage.
Yeah, and that was just enough. So yeah, after staring back from this sword slashes across you, and then you see this vet that was attacking you fall from the concussion blast. You also see Black Mood stagger, and you take that as an opportunity to step in and give him 2 swift blows as you leap up across the head, and he just drops to his knees, falls forward, unconscious.
Cool.
I've still got another 25 feet of rope.
Well, we've got manacles in your cell that we can
Yeah.
use.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Ain't a key, you're right.
Yeah. Let's tie him up, boys, and get him in there.
Lock them up. Do we want to take them with us or just put them in there?
Now let's put him in there. We want to question him. We'll wake him up after we've manacled that boy up.
Yeah.
Let me do the talking, mate.
Okay, so yeah, you're right. Shall we carry on next week with the interrogation?
Yeah, I'm going to have to go catch the train. soon,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Okay,
But
so
yeah,
you
that's
guys
cool.
did really well. I didn't actually plan for you to fight these guys. I thought you'd see them with the frost giants, you'll freak off and say, let's get out of here. And then I thought, oh fuck, they're going to fight them. I'm going to find my big baddie that I've been developing, and now you've caught him.
Time to,
That's
time to write him out of the book, man.
right. Yeah, I've got better big baddies now.
Is that a shattered spell, really?
Yeah,
Oh
that,
man,
yeah.
that's, yeah, I'm really glad I took that instead of invisibility.
Freaking player of the match.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a...
I had
A lot of damage.
Just
AoE, man.
Turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, AoE, especially... It's quite good because I don't know your spells, because I don't even consider it,
Yeah.
how I place them. And that's how they would have come across one person anyway. They would have just...
Yeah, I was watching them. Stay together, stay together. Stay together.
So no, you guys did really well there.
That was cool.
Thanks, man.
I'm keen for some interrogations, eh?
Yeah.
You fucking remember me much?
Yeah, it's good you got to knock him out too. There was a bit of spite in your punches there.
because he messed Arthur up and
He almost killed him.
like jaunched you guys out real hard.
Yeah.
Filled them with arrows, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you guys were like level 1.
Yeah, we were getting rolled. Like, we
Yeah.
wouldn't live.
Yeah.
Like, it was insane.
It's just because Arthur's a barbarian.
A few levels later, now you caught him.
He straight up was going to kill us, man. It was insane.
I was honestly worried he was going to do damage to me, but
Yeah, no, you did really well. Really
I
well.
was waiting to get hit. Waiting for it.
I'm still struggling to put these guys in a tough fight. I'll get there.
Just don't just like go to like adult red dragon or something like that.
Yeah, just...
yeah. There was also I had defensive duelist, so even if